These ladies will make you forget about the expression, the weaker sex. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 female protagonists in video games.
You know, you're not nearly so ugly when you're screaming.
For this list, on top of our usual one character per franchise rule, we decided to also restrict the list to lead playable characters only, meaning they have to be playable for the majority of the game. This does rule out a lot of fan favorites like Alex, Elizabeth, and Ellie, but we're looking for empowering women who don't need to be second to a male escort. And no, DLC missions don't count.
Don't hate me!
Number 10, Bayonetta series.
Did you miss me?
We're starting this list off with a sexy witch. Her sultry demeanor no doubt distracted many, but beyond the eye candy, Bayonetta is a formidable fighter that can take on the armies of heaven and hell, and still have enough energy to dance. One of the last of the Umbra witches, lots of ladies have defeated demons, but she's eaten gods with her hair. That's probably how she retains her figure.
Don't with a witch.
Number 9, Shell, Portal series. The orange jumpsuit wearing test subject escapee certainly had a lot of the odds stacked against her. Trapped with a murderous AI in the empty Aperture Science facility with only a portal gun and her long fall braces for comfort.
Here come the test results. You are a horrible person.
She only makes the 9th spot because she's still a silent protagonist, and thus loses marks for personality.
Does any of this make any sense? Just tell me, just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping.
But she still scores points for doing it all in high heels.
We told this test subject to just go ahead and try to land on her head.
Number 8, Faith Connor's Mirror's Edge.
We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge.
It's one thing to try and clear your sister's name after she's been framed for murder. It's another when taking down a totalitarian government that's covering up the crime.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
For Faith Connors, however, taking on said regime is a walk in the park, as she's a master of vertigo-inducing parkour and is not too shabby at unarmed combat. And with an open-world sequel on the horizon, we can't wait to step into her shoes again.
It's fine. Someone's bound to start shooting at me soon.
Number 7, Joanna Dark, Perfect Dark series. To follow up the runaway success of GoldenEye 007 on the N64, and no longer holding the license, Rare needed a character to be their successor to James Bond. Their answer was this sexy agent in a cyberpunk future. Joanna Dark is the Carrington Institute's best agent, proficient in almost any weapon, and whose achievements include saving a President Obama lookalike.
How are you feeling, Mr. President?
Better now, young lady.
And single-handedly stopping a century-long alien conflict.
Yes!
Number 6, April Ryan, The Longest Journey series. Bet the vast majority of viewers won't know who this gal is.
What an asshole.
April Ryan is a shifter, a person able to travel between the worlds of futuristic Stark and the mystical world of Arcadia.
I hate this place. I so hate it, I can't even sit down without crushing the natives.
Thrust into an adventure across beautiful scenery, her creator describes her character in the first game as being akin to that of Frodo Baggins, and thus she evolves to take after Aragorn in the sequel, Dreamfall.
I guess I have a purpose, though I'm not sure what it is yet.
Number 5, Jill Valentine, Resident Evil series. Claire may have also been a fan favorite, but Jill has the skills and resume to back up her place on the list. Taking on the lead role in Resident Evils 1, 3, and Revelations, Jill has survived 2 zombie outbreaks and escaped a city just as it got nuked.
That's it. Umbrella's going down.
Along the way, she battled monsters ranking from the unstoppable Nemesis to the cruise ship devouring Behemoth.
And that's all she wrote for the Zenobia.
A former member of the STARS Special Task Force, Jill would be the first person to call if you find yourself in a zombie apocalypse.
You want stars? I'll give you stars.
Number 4, Jade, Beyond Good and Evil.
Allow me to introduce you to Jade, our new agent.
The girl dressed in green from one of the most underrated games of all time. Jade is a freelance photographer who also takes care of children orphaned by an alien attack, and soon has to use her martial arts skills to take down the Alpha Section dictatorship.
We need someone to take over the mission, Jade. You can't refuse.
Continue.
That all being said, we'd love to put her higher, but so far she's only appeared in one game. Hey Ubisoft, where's that sequel you teased us with back in 2008?
Miss, a word for our listeners.
Yeah, well you guys are not what I'd call as fast as a speeding bullet.
Number 3, Clementine. The Walking Dead Season 2.
Feels pretty good.
While she was indeed introduced as a secondary character to Lee in the first game, one who acted as a moral compass, in the second season, she takes on the lead role and becomes a badass in her own right.
Clementine should stay here.
She's what?
She's just a little girl, Luke.
I can do it.
We're not going to spoil too much here because of new fans jumping onto the series each day, but we'll leave you with this. She's an 11-year-old kid who can kick ass in a zombie apocalypse. Number 2, Samus Aran, Metroid series. Samus is one of the most iconic video game heroines, one whose gender was actually hidden from the player until the end credits of the first game. Nevertheless, this ruthless bounty hunter has single-handedly committed genocide against a deadly alien parasite, stopped 3 space pirate operations, destroyed 2 planets, and saved many other worlds.
Chozo's faith in Samus has been well rewarded, and now a new star shines in the universe.
This normally would be top spot material, but unfortunately there are 3 simple words that disregard all these achievements. Metroid, Other, M. Before we get to the top spot, let's have a look at some other kick-ass ladies.
I'll have my best dress ready. Or my worst.
And I thought somebody was gonna lose an eye.
This is so irritating.
Take a good long look at me. Do I look like a looter?
No.
Number 1, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider series. Topping off our list is the character that needs no introduction. We've seen Lara in multiple iterations, from her busty yet angular early days to even having Angelina Jolie filling in her role.
Well, we can do it my way, or we can all come back in time for the next alignment, and you're welcome to try and kill me then.
But without question, the best iteration of Lara has come in the form of her 2013 reboot appearance.
Mayday! Mayday! This is Lara Croft of the Endurance.
In this incarnation, she takes on the role of an aspiring adventurer fresh out of college in a fight for survival for not only herself, but for the rest of her crew after she's been shipwrecked. The way this character has evolved, along with her lasting legacy as the quintessential video game stunner, gets her into the top spot.
I don't have time for this. Get out of the way or you die.
Do you agree with our list?
Take your offer and cram it up your ass.
Which heroine's shoes would you like to step into? For more defining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I think that one was about to say, I love you. They are sentient, of course.